In this video, you will learn why you can absorb way more than 30 or 35 grams of protein per meal and why claiming otherwise is biologically nonsense. Let's get into it. So there is a claim that you only are able to absorb up to 30 or 35 grams per one meal of protein, and it's pushed by the fitness influencers from so-called science-based fitness community. The claim comes from looking at how much amino acids your intestines can absorb per hour, then extrapolating it to a meal size. But here's the deal. That's not how digestion works, thank God. The myth falls apart once you take a look at the mechanism itself. Your gut doesn't have a fixed absorption ceiling that shuts down after more than 35 grams of protein arrive. Absorption is a continuous process. Your intestines are working over what you ate over hours, not minutes. Let's imagine a meal of a Native American from a bison containing, let's say, 200 grams of protein coupled with 300 grams of fat. The protein from such a large meal doesn't just hit some magic switch. It moves through your system in a controlled way, and you absorb slowly what you need over hours, very long hours in some cases. The real driver of protein utilization is completeness and bioavailability. Animal protein, you absorb nearly all of it. With whole food sources like meat, eggs or even dairy, you're also getting fat alongside protein. And fat actually increases the protein's bioavailability and absorption through bile. That's a massive advantage over a processed 35-gram protein shake, where the food matrix has already been stripped away. Let's think of our ancestors for a while. They ate entire animals, muscle, organs, fat together, in single settings, and they thrived, it's proven. No one was measuring meal sizes or worrying about absorption limits. Think about it. This way of eating got us to the top of the food chain and made us able to conquer all other species long before we industrialized eating. That's how we developed our brains and bodies so well over millennia. The science-based influencers I mentioned before confuse what's measurable in the lab with what's true in your body. They can measure amino acids uptake from a whey protein shake, so they built a rule around that number. But a whole meal is a different beast entirely. There is also a claim that with more frequent, smaller protein meals, you can achieve more frequent MTOR activation. And there is some pretty comprehensive evidence for that. However, its supposed benefits from muscle building is, in my opinion, questionable. Here's why. Long story short, MTOR is an anabolic pathway, one of the processes in human body responsible for tissue building. And yes, more frequent meals produce more frequent MTOR activation, that's right. But here's the thing. Amino acids activate MTOR briefly and then it shuts off shortly after. Insulin, though, keeps it elevated far longer and spikes it across every cell in your body. So the insulin itself, adjusted for the size of your meal, is always going to be way more anabolic than the more frequent mTOR activation with smaller meals. So it basically dismisses the need for more frequent meals because you're going to get all the anabolic benefits of your food anyway. If you're eating, let's say, a large meal once or twice a day, you're getting cyclical prolonged mTOR activation from protein, which is healthy. Instead of smashing it 5 or 6 times a day, you get 1 or 2 continuous periods of anabolism, not hindering your metabolic health. You're not spending your waking hours in chronic mTOR activation like someone eating refined carbs every 2 hours. Just keep it simple. Eat once, twice or 3 times a day, depending on how you feel. These larger, nutritious meals will give you all the muscle building benefits that you need. It's more simple, more sustainable, and it makes more sense biologically. If your less frequent large meals are well formulated, you will also get way better satiety as well as mood than with more mainstream approach with 5 or 6 small meals a day. Your muscle building gains stay arguably roughly the same, or in some cases even they get better, and at the same time your aging burden and health risks are minimized. Your ancestors thrived on large meals. Your body knows what to do with it. So that would be it for this video. If you found it useful, please like, subscribe and keep the notifications on. For now, thank you very much for watching. My name is Szymon and I wish you a wonderful day. See you in the next one.